What is good, everybody? Gamer Critic back with another Why I'm Buying, and today we are talking about easily one of the most anticipated open world games of this year, Crimson Desert. So Crimson Desert is an open world action adventure being developed by Pearl Abyss, the company that created Black Desert Online. It releases March 19th, 2026 for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC and Windows, and the Mac, believe it or not. The thing about Crimson Desert is this game is either going to be incredible or a disaster. I truly don't think it can be anything in between. This is a game that is doing everything, trying to be everything. Just from the few trailers that we've seen, we have seen so many different gameplay mechanics, so many means of traversal, such a massive world, a super detailed and physics-based environment, a crap ton of bosses, and you look at that and all you can say is, damn, are these people going for the fences? It is all or nothing with this game. And on that front alone, I respect it. But to see if this game is going to really land, only time will tell. We have to wait until it launches. But what I can say, if it comes out swinging, if it does everything that it is trying to do in these trailers, this is going to be hands down one of the single most ambitious games, probably the single most ambitious game of this year. Easy. Now, there is a story here. I'm not coming to this game for the story at all. Now, if the story manages to actually be good and deliver, that'll be like the cherry on top of the ice cream. But I am not here for the story. But the story seems fine. You play as a mercenary named Cliff, who was a part of the Greymane faction. His territory is taken siege and the Greymanes are destroyed, and now essentially Cliff is exploring the world of Pywell to search for allies and reclaim his fallen home. If this story manages to deliver, great. And I will say, I think the voice acting that we've heard so far is good. It's not necessarily blowing me away, but it's cool. I have a feeling that this is not the type of open world game where its story is the main draw, which is kind of why I'm surprised that people are comparing this to like Red Dead Redemption 2 and The Witcher 3. Now, I'm not saying Crimson Desert's gonna have a bad story. It might have a great story. But right now, from what I've seen here, the story is not the reason you play the game. So, instead of comparing Crimson Desert to something like Red Dead Redemption 2 or The Witcher 3, I consider this way more along the lines of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Both of those games have stories, but those stories are hardly the draw. In those games, and I really think in Crimson Desert as well, the point of the game is not the destination, it's the journey to get there. If this game is anything like all the trailers that we've been seeing, you can look off in the far distance and everything that you see in one way or another can be explored. The only thing stopping you is acquiring the means to get there. But assuming you can get there, you can go and explore and discover anything, anywhere, whenever you want to. And if Crimson Desert allows you to do that, then I think this is gonna be a fucking open world for the ages. I mean, looking at the size of this world alone, I mean, my God, the freaking PR director told us the size of this world, and it's freaking huge. It's twice the size of Skyrim, and it's larger than the map of Red Dead Redemption 2. So, to be clear, the size of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, its world, is 37 kilometers squared. The size of Red Dead Redemption 2 is 75 kilometers squared. For reference, it would take you 20 minutes by horseback to ride across the entire world of Red Dead Redemption 2 in one go. To ride across the world of Pywell by horse, it would take you 2 hours. Walking and running, about 3 to 4 hours. To ride your dragon, about 30 to 45 minutes. The fact that this game would take you 2 hours to ride across the entire world, assuming you don't fast travel all the time, is a testament to how fucking massive this world is going to be. But the craziest thing about this world is that despite the fact that it's massive, the PR director and the devs confirmed that the main thing that they wanted from Crimson Desert was to make this world as interactive as possible. To make it so that, yes, the world may be big, but it feels even bigger because it feels so lived in. The amount of stuff that you'll be doing in this game is staggering. Completely disregarding the boss battles and the combat, you'll be able to explore several different caves, dungeons, hidden ruins, find treasure chests, uncover the deep lore about the world. You'll be able to explore the ground as well as the skies. You'll be climbing terrain, gliding from high areas, grappling across structures. You'll be fishing, hunting wildlife, gathering resources, cooking, crafting and upgrading, doing camp management. And to hammer this point home, the devs confirmed that to complete everything in this game, you will be playing for over 300 plus hours. Can you believe that? 300 plus hours of gameplay. If that doesn't confirm the sheer gargantuan number of crap to do in this game, that is crazy. And yet it's so wonderful. I think what also really helps with this game is that it was originally planned as a prequel to Black Desert Online. This was originally going to be a big multiplayer game, but we're not really sure what changed, but somewhere during development, some wonderful person said, hey, what if we actually make this a standalone story-driven game? They changed it, they have been working on it for years, and the result is a game that honestly looks like an MMO with just how much stuff you can do and find and explore, but just in a single player game. But the biggest thing is not the fact that this world is packed with stuff to do, it's the fact that it's going to feel dynamic. It's not all just gonna come at you all at once. You'll be exploring the world, and maybe you'll come across a faction that needs to be cleared. You'll maybe come across a giant that needs to be killed, or maybe not. Maybe he's friendly, maybe you can leave him be. Or maybe you'll come across a temple that is highly reminiscent to the Sky Temples of Tears of the Kingdom. Explore that, and then at the very end, once you've gotten your big collectible, weapon, whatever, you dive back down to the world and glide to your next destination. It all feels natural. It never feels like the game is forcing you to do anything. It feels like your adventure where you go, you discover, you decide what you want to do and when you want to do it. And if this game is really offering you choices like that, then god damn, this is a me-ass game if it delivers on that promise. I also need to talk about the combat super quick, which I do think looks really cool. One of the biggest things that I have heard from several people is that the combat, while cool, is complicated. Apparently that's one of the biggest issues that I've heard from this game, from all the previews. They're saying that the game is a little overcomplicated, but at the end of the day, combat, while maybe being too complicated, undeniably looks very fun. You'll be able to explore the world and partake in combat with 3 different characters, including Cliff. I think the biggest thing that this has going for it is that it is just how cinematic it looks. The melee combat itself actually looks really kinetic and fast. And outside of the fact that you have several different weapons to use at your disposal, you'll be able to grapple enemies to where you can grab enemies in combat, you can throw them into walls, you can even slam and pin them to the ground. That is awesome. And then you got combo finishers, your charge attacks, your special attacks, etc, etc. The point is that I am really interested in the combat, and I can't wait to do this combat with these boss battles. That might be one of the things I'm excited for the most. I'm excited to explore the world, then just come across a massive fucking boss, especially since the world, the characters, everything in this game looks amazing. The particle effects look wonderful. The details in these environments are crazy. But at the end of the day, I think the story could be cool. I think the combat looks like it's going to be fun, and I think the world and the visuals look amazing. But I am coming here because if this game delivers on the promise that is being made in these trailers, a world that is not going to hold your hand, and a world that is just going to tell you to go in a direction and discover and explore, then I think we are going to be in for something special. Now, I always have to say at the end of these videos, I could be wrong. This could end up being a disaster, and honestly, like I said, we still don't know exactly. But all I can say is this: every time we have seen the trailers or new gameplay, the world and especially the exploration and what you can discover looks better and better and bigger every time I see it. I love my open world games, and I think that if Crimson Desert manages to deliver on the promises made here, then I think Pearl Abyss is going to bless us with what might be one of the best open worlds we have seen in a game. And that's why I'm buying Crimson Desert. Thank you guys so much for watching. My next review is Reanimal. I'm halfway done with that. I'm hoping to get that out either next week or in 2 weeks. I'll keep you guys posted. I also finished Resident Evil Requiem. That's a great fucking game. Haven't decided if that's getting a full review or a quick review. I'll keep you all posted on that. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. It helps a ton. If you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing, you can follow me on Instagram. That's @TheGamerCritic. Be good people, and I will talk to all of you very soon. All right, peace.